curious as to what you were exposed to
Okay,
that
yes.
allowed you to have information in regards, and had it been, had it hit pay dirt for you through your limited use of it.
No, all right. So mine, no. All right. But now I see that it's the time because I'm paying leads from other people who got their stuff converting. One of these pay per lead sites, somebody was telling me they don't run paid traffic. All they do is got a website in every market across the nation, and then they just sell leads. Like, but you can get that good at it, and the leads are extremely qualified because they come to you searching a specific thing. So, yeah, um,
Okay.
yeah, man, just something to think about. But you're in the right track. But Carrot can get you ranked or Grumpy here. I'm on Carrot, but I haven't really. I'm just starting to learn about more into this, how to work it and all that.
All right. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, Nas, let's do one more question if we want while the room is filling up. Does anybody have one last question?
Anybody else had a question? All right, no questions. So let's get into the main session. Um, and let's get into the main session, right? So let's go over. This is the last day of this 3-day challenge, right? So what I'm going to do, and guys, make sure you stay to the end. Everyone, make sure you stay to the end. All right. The reason why I want you to stay to the end is because I'm going to give you a free contract and a free assignment. Okay. But first, step one, day one, Monday, I went through my journey of what I've been through, mindset, what I've been through to get to my first deal, the mindset. We want to stay around positive people. We want to learn. We want to make this a reality for us, right? We want to make this a reality for us. We don't want to put ourselves in a position whereas we're going to be going around negative Nancy's, telling them my dream for what? Why are we telling? Why? For what? No. So that's what we not going to do. Um, and being that we are not going to do that, we are going to stay consistent, stay positive, right? Then we went over what is a motivated seller. What is a motivated seller on Monday, day one? What is a motivated seller? Just so I can remind you, a motivated seller is somebody who doesn't need to sell, they want to sell. I'm sorry, who does need to sell, not they want to sell. It's a difference. Some people just want to sell. All right. My house, let's say my house is appraised at 400K. It'd be somewhere around that, $400,000. This house is 1,600 square foot garage, all the jazz, corner lot, whatever, 400,000, right? But let's say that I tell the realtor, hey, list my house for $1 million. Am I motivated? Absolutely not. I just want to sell. I don't need to sell. All right. Um, uh, Kaser, all right, 1 second. 1 second, Kaser. I'll get to you. And I don't need to sell. All right. So there's a difference. But let's say if I was losing my property, now I need to sell. Hey, bro, just give me listen, I owe about 130. Yo, just give me 200. I'll take 70, you go your way. You like, all right, well, good. And then you wholesale it, make 20, 30, and everybody's happy. So there's a difference. Okay. Day two, what did we go over? We went over list, how to find yesterday, how to find motivated sellers, etc. Um, some sites, etc. A little bit of skip trips, but I'm gonna go into cash buyers today. Oh, we did some comping. Yeah, I was supposed to do some comping homework last night, but we're gonna do more of that today. Okay, sir, unmute yourself, brother. What's your question? You got to unmute yourself. I can't hear you, K sir. You want to type your question or? I see you over there waving. I didn't know you was waving at me. My apologies. Thank you, Kelly, for letting me know you had a question. But I can't. No, I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. You're muted. I can't hear you. But until you get that situated, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue on with this lesson. If you wanna text your question over or whatever, but yeah, we can't hear you. So, all right, guys. All right, now let's hop right into it because this is our last day, and I want to make sure you guys are getting a good amount of value. All right, let's go to let's take this house, right? What we're doing is finding cash buyers, right? What we're doing is finding cash buyers. So, um, in this particular town, as you see, it's like 76,000 cash buyers. So that's a great thing. You know, it's a lot of activity out there in Cleveland. All right. Cleveland is known for giving out cash flow, meaning that you can buy a property and get a return on your investment. All right. Now, that's what it's known for. So a lot of these guys don't live in Ohio, they're all over. All right, so I'm gonna go to details. I'm gonna go to comparable homes in nearby listing. Now we did comps yesterday. This is where I like to do find my cash buyers, guys. I like to find them here, right? Um, I go to cash buyers. The reason why I go to cash buyers here and not on that first page because I want cash buyers near that property. So y'all are all over the world. I'm sorry, all over the nation, right? So if one of y'all told me, said, "Hey, um, Nasser, I got a I got a smoking hot deal in Atlanta." I'm gonna tell you, hey, I don't buy out there. All right. Hey, I got a smoking hot deal in Tampa. And it may be a great deal, but I'm gonna tell you, hey, I don't buy in Tampa. You know, you want like since I buy in the Charlotte metro area, you got to bring me a deal in the Charlotte metro area. So you want buyers near that area, okay? Just because somebody says it's a cash buy doesn't mean they buy in this area. So I can click here, right? I can click here and then I can download this, but I can also see what a guy paying. This is the price that they're paying for properties in that area. All right. Like he bought a multifamily dwelling for 80 in that area, but I can see that. All right. And I click on it. This is definitely a fixer upper. So what I can do is I can probably call him and say, hey, bro, look, I got this on this street or whatever. So this is how I find mine. All right. So 1 second. Let me put in the check out a deal. The last deal we did. On it just all right, here we go. 3918. If you're in a major city, or near a major city, getting a cash buyer is going to be easy, extremely easy. Okay. So this is the last deal I closed last month, right? And yeah, the prop stream already got it updated with the new buyers information and everything. So I will go to comparables and nearby listing. All right. Now, um, this I guess the buyer wanted it like this, but he recorded the assignment price because we had it for like 245. Oh no, it was a double close. We double closed on it. That's why. That's why it's recorded. The last sales recorded. So it was a double close. All right. So listen, guys. So say if I needed a cash buyer near this area, I would go here. Now I see exactly what cash buyers are paying. Now you see this guy, he paid January, he paid 250 this January for a property. Now, please keep in mind, whenever you see this, that does not include the assignment. He really could have paid 265 or 270. We just can't see the assignment. All right, because the assignment is not recorded. The reason why my final sales price is recorded is because of it was a double close and they got to record that. So please keep, but this is a cheat sheet. So let's say that you didn't know what to offer an owner. The owner's like, yo, man, um, I need 300,000. And you like, man, let me see. I see property selling for, you know, 400. This may be a good deal. But then you go ahead, you like, wait, man, the cash buy is at 250, 277, around there. And then you go further to see, like, let me make sure this is a recent investor, right? You go click here and you like, oh, okay, so this investment, this is a realty company. They got an LLC, so they're probably an investor, so they'll buy it. So let me now this one, but you like, yo, this one got 340. What's going on here? So you hit details. And they're an investor, but you might can call them and see, like, yo, let me see. I wonder why they pay so much, or whatever the case may be. But in this area, investors are typically around 250, 277 mark for investment properties. All right. Now, so what you would do is you would just, you know, you can actually find out who these people who own these LLCs are, etc. You can add the list, right? So the property is on Wood Green cash buyers. I will hit save. And then I will go to my properties. And as you see right here, right? Cabarrus County cash buyers, right? But let's say I did download it to be the Wood Green cash buyers. I would then export it, get their phone numbers, and start calling them and say, hey, listen, I got this property on Wood Green. You want to buy it? I got it on Wood Green, So we would go from there. I'm gonna do another one just to make sure I got it. Now, if you want to sign up for the site, you can sign up, get a 7-day free trial, durudata.com, durudata.com. All right, durudata.com if you want to sign up and get a free site. All right, so listen, get a free trial of this. All right, so let me do a another one. 1 second. Okay. So I'm gonna go to details. I'm gonna go to comparable listings. I'm gonna go to cash buyers, right? Now, damn, I see this price? 114. I think I paid like 140 for it or something, 130. I forgot what I paid for it, but whatever. So I'm looking for cash buyers and I'm trying to see what they pay. They had 180, 120, 118, etc. Right? All I'm gonna do is remember the is not the the assignment fee is not recorded. So when I first bought this property, the dude had it for 114. I paid 140 for it. So that's not recorded. So it's a possibility this person probably paid 140, 150 for this. You know what I mean? Um and sometimes what you're gonna see is like, yo, this 585, and this is a recreational entertainment center. So that's different, but sometimes you're gonna see, like in Charlotte, you'll see a lot of the actual homeowner paid cash for that joint. just so he can beat out to all the other owners. So that can happen as well. So, but yeah, this gives me an idea what people are paying in that particular area. All right. Now, let's look at another way to find cash buyers because I ain't gonna just leave you out one way. I appreciate y'all, especially the people who showed up day after day. All right. If you're looking at my screen, you should be looking at my Facebook, right? Um, and this is the other guy I was talking about that do that SEO stuff. But anyway, you should be looking at my screen, and from you looking at my screen, what you would do is, let's say you live in Atlanta, right? Okay. Any major city is going to have multiple, even if it's just a major city in that state, they're going to have multiple. What I want to do is I want to go to groups. I want to go to groups, bro. Real estate investors in Atlanta. They got 19,000 people in here, right? So that is an MLS deal. Okay. Looking for buyers, Decatur, Georgia. Look at the bill. You know what I mean? Now, this person selling a property located in Decatur area. All right. Now, people like, yo, basically email me. I am interested, please. All right. You will find cash buyers in these groups. Now, I have, I've had, I bought deals in groups. I sold deals in groups. Okay. Sold deals in group and bought them. All right. Now, you, if as long as it's a good deal, it'll work. Okay. But let's say that you're not in Atlanta. So I'm trying to keep this short. 1 second. Hold on. Georgia real estate investors. All right. There's somebody asking about one of my rooms I'm renting, but let me go back to them. Let's say you somewhere in Georgia that nobody never heard of. Oops, I went to the wrong one. Let me go to groups. All right, Georgia real estate investors, right? And you will go in here. All right, number three, to help everyone better understand what it is you're looking to do, please elaborate on your post. If you are looking to buy or sell property, please describe what it is that you want by including many of the points: pictures, price, location. Doesn't have to be exact address, time needed, etc. Right? But in these groups, right, you got 47,000 people. You're gonna find a buyer for your deal if it's a good deal. All right. You can do this, right? You can do this all over your state. Now, let me now for those who wasn't in the VIP session, right? Somebody was like, yo, they in Concord. But Concord, yeah, mostly I never heard of Concord. Concord, all right, right there. Concord, Kannapolis Real Estate Investors, right? Most of y'all never heard of it. I'm already in this group. Most of y'all never heard of Concord, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just in the outskirts of Charlotte. But um, somebody posted this deal downtown Concord for sale by owner, and um, people are interested in the deal. Because if you don't know, it's not a major city, it's on the outskirts of a major city, and yeah, it's on fire. So you can buy and sell deals in these particular groups, right? You can buy and sell deals in these groups, right? So I'm in the ones that I'm interested in, the Charlotte metro area. Um, so yeah. But yeah, people, these deals, this one doesn't have a lot of them. Like the Charlotte one has a lot more activity per se, but yeah, um, you can buy and sell in these groups all day. Another thing, marketplace, right? Um, this pops up because I was looking for furniture. I ended up buying a couch yesterday to take to a property in the rain, guys. To take up to an Airbnb. I had got we did a light gray couch, and I I I mean I got 2 years. I got like 2, 3. Well, like yeah, 2, 3 years out of it, whatever the case may be. I got my time as money's worth. But we realized that. Don't get no light gray couches because they're gonna see every stain and people complain. So I got like a darker couch where people can't see that many complaints. You can't see that many stains. But anyway, you go to marketplace. Let's say if I was looking for Charlotte houses for sale. All right, boom. This is something that's getting shopped around. All right, this person's selling this property, fixer upper property. This is actually a good deal for this particular zip code, 1,800 square feet, 270. I'm sure on the back end, that house will probably get about um 300,000, 400,000. Well, like close to 400K for 18 over there. But yeah, but depending on how much work, I look on the outside. Out of my if you could get away with 60, 30K is going on the outside though. But so depending on if it can cross the fours, though, it still may be a good deal or not. You know, you still may you still may put a good offer in. But this is another way you can sell deals. I sold deals these way, guys. I'm telling you. Okay. So those are some ways. All right. Let me The home in Cleveland, somebody asked, was that a good deal? It's an okay deal based off the numbers. The house in Cleveland we looked at, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say it's a bad deal, but it's just one of those, for those who weren't here yesterday, it was a house in Cleveland we evaluated. It was basically a neighborhood, whereas it's not necessarily the value of what it's worth fixed up. It's all about the return on investment, and people who buy in that area are landlords. So Charlotte, Concord, um, and other Gaston County, they used to have places, whereas the house ain't worth nothing. The house is all right from 2000, let's say we go to 2014, right? 20 years ago, you could have bought a house in those neighborhoods for $25,000. 2014, you could have got a house for $25,000. All right. That's just the value of the house. People did not buy those houses based off of, um, I'm gonna flip them. They bought them on like, yo, listen, it's 25,000. I get paid 450 on my 25,000. I'm good with that. You know, that was they were just looking for a return on their investment. Okay. Now of course those $25,000 houses are probably worth 200,000 fixed up. Well, yeah, probably a little bit more than that, like damn near 300K fixed up. But some areas, what happened in Charlotte, the Southeast, Charlotte, Dallas, Houston, Nashville, Virginia Beach, Richmond. What happened in these areas might not necessarily happen in Cleveland because for real estate, you have to, when you think about real estate, think about your local economy, not national, local economy. What jobs is pushing it? Why are Charlotte, North Carolina prices so crazy? Well, at one point, we were the number 2 biggest banking city. We're number 3 biggest banking city, but now they have a lot of IT and jobs, IT and jobs here. So let's go to our friend Google. Um, what is the medium income in 41,000 as of 2022? Household income 74,000. definitely doesn't justify these prices we have today. But Charlotte is a thriving city. Um, wait, what is this? Say Data USA. All right, population as of 2022, 875. Poverty rate is 11.7. I think poverty is like 30K or below. Um, employee population 477. But anyway, Charlotte has a good, strong local economy. Okay. Um, and so that's why the real estate prices are so strong. Okay. If you go to a depressed place, let's go back to our friend Google. Damn, average salary is kind of like higher in Ohio, 53 to 60. But hey, depending on the source, it says. But it's not a lot. It was a thriving factory work, right? Thriving factory work. All right. So now let's look at something else I want to show you guys. What is the medium price of a home in all right, $401,000. I want you to do this for your city too. If your median price is under 300K, that's a good market. That's a good market. If your median price is like 300K or under. But like 401K, you might need to look on the outskirts of that. All right. Now let's go to Cleveland. Bro, all right. That's because the job market. Average house price 108,000. Now I know this kid in Cleveland. He cleaned up out in Cleveland. But you're not like you, and this is not for y'all because we're just trying to wholesale, but in a place like a Cleveland, it's a possibility you buy the house for if that's the medium, like this is the medium price, like right, the average house of a home. So let's say you go get a $50,000 house in Cleveland, that don't mean in 10 years that house is going to be worth, you know, $500,000 that you paid 50K for. But in Charlotte, that has actually happened. All right. People, 9 and 8x their houses in Charlotte. But it was a thriving city where jobs kept moving to them. Atlanta, a growing city. Virginia. Cleveland is not necessarily growing. You're not gonna say a lot of people say, you know what, man, I love the cold. Let me go move to Cleveland. You know what I mean? People are moving towards the southeast. Um, California always been California. North Jersey always been North Jersey. Ain't nothing changed about New York City. New York City, it don't matter. You go back 40 years ago, it was expensive. Like New York City gonna be New York City. Some places, Connecticut, most places in Connecticut gonna be Connecticut. Massachusetts, most places in Massachusetts gonna be, what I mean? It just is what it is in certain places. But as far as it being expensive. But remember, if jobs, local economy is how real estate thrives. Okay. Now you don't need to know if all you trying to do is wholesale. I had a student who asked me a question yesterday, and he's looking into rentals. Um, looking into rentals. So yes. Somebody asked me what I think about Nations Ford Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you can find something on Nations Ford, you better get it. Kelly said, "Do you buy sight unseen in other states?" Hell no. I do locally though, and buying sight unseen, guys. That's a dangerous thing. I learned that you should just take that drive because one time I walked in the house, the back of the house, the roof was on the floor. Yeah, I wasn't spending those 60,000 to fix that up. So, but the house was so cheap, I was still able to make money. I definitely spent by 80, 90, you know, on that joint. So be careful with doing that, guys. All right. Now let's get into let's get into contracts, right? So and for everybody who stayed to the end, you will get a contract. 1 second. Um, I'm gonna try to run through this. All right. Um, guys, this is a contract you're gonna get. All right. So let's say that the state of North Carolina, Mecklenburg County. All right. The seller, John Doe, agrees to sell and convey to my company, um, Big Nasser LLC. All right, now this is extremely important. Your contract has this built in and or assigns. This is extremely. This gives you permission to assign the property. If this is not in the property or not in the contract or not written in the contract, you will have to do a double close. So you want this in there. All right. Now, 123 Main Street, Charlotte, NC. Oh, y'all can't see my screen. Is that what I'm okay? I apologize. Please share screen. All right, I apologize. All right, I thought I was sharing my screen. Let me see. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me, guys. I apologize. All right, this is a copy of the contract you're gonna get. I'm gonna start over. State of North Carolina. You're gonna get it in Word format. All right. I know y'all love being on your phones, but if you once I give you the link, like send it to your laptop. I'm old school. Maybe y'all know how to work the phones, y'all can fill it out, but download the form. All right. Download the form so you have it. All right. So I did get some feedback from some people saying that I don't know who their phone provider is. They was like, yo, it won't download on my phone. I say, yo, try your laptop. It downloads in the laptop, no problem. The contracts are in Word format. All right. State of North Carolina, County of Mecklenburg. This is in Word. So if you live in California, all you're going to do is state of California. You're going to change all this. The parties, John Doe agrees to sell to convey Big Nasser LLC and or assigns. This is extremely important that the contract has this in it. All right. Extremely important. All right. Purchaser agrees to buy from the seller property 123 Main Street. You don't have to put the parcel ID. That's optional. The total purchase price is $60,000. Okay. Now I typed this in attorney to hold, $100 and EMD. Now the seller's gonna say, "Why I gotta pay $100?" No, you don't have to pay. EMD is earnest money deposit. You don't have to pay, Mr. Seller. That's something I'm gonna give the attorney so he know I'm serious about buying the property. So when he does a title search, and I have the cash buyer put that up. All right. So at closing, I'm gonna owe. Oops. 900. All right. So number 4, we skip over that. We're not financing anything. Number 5 is basically title insurance. We are saying to the seller, hey, listen, I'm buying this property, but I better be able to get title insurance. Title insurance is they are saying, hey, this title is good. It's good enough for us to insure and take that risk. All right. For those who don't know, right, there's gonna be some times where you're gonna talk to somebody who inherited the property, and you be like, "Hey, do you have any brothers or sisters?" They're gonna tell you, No, just me. I'm an only child. And then once the attorney sees the obituary, they're gonna be like, "Yo, who's this person? What person? This person, Matthew Doe. Matthew Doe. Oh, that's my brother. We actually did you? Oh, but I don't talk to him no more. They don't got nothing to do with this property. Well, just because you want to screw Matthew Doe out of his money, maybe it's justified, maybe it's not. That don't mean that you'll be able to do that. In order for us to get title insurance, he has to sign off on the sale because legally a portion is his. Well, if he hasn't signed, then I'm not doing the deal. All right, whatever. Cool. You probably won't get the deal done, but in order to get title insurance, everybody who has an interest in that property, they have to sign off on it. All right, this is basically saying that they should have insurance on the property until closing. This is closing costs. You could change this. This one is 90 days. I normally give myself 30 days. If I don't sell it, sometimes 45 days. If it's land, I'll stretch it out more. But if I don't sell a house in 30 days, the chances are it's not gonna sell. Just not gonna sell. All right. Um, Conveyance, the seller agrees to give me a good title. All right. Now, this is important. Number 9 is extremely important. All right. I want you to pay. I'm gonna go through all this because this is how important it is. Condition of property. General provisions and obligation to parties. Parties, purchaser agrees to take the property as is. Mr. Seller, we know we're buying it as is. It shall be the responsibility of the purchaser at purchaser expense to satisfy himself, herself, that all conditions of this contract are satisfied before closing. Said sale is contingent upon a satisfactory inspection of the property to be completed and reported to seller prior to or on. Now, this is so today is the 12th. I'm going to give myself to a 30-day inspection period. That means as long as I back out this contract before March 12th, long as I back out this contract before March 12th, legally I can do that. March 13th, legally I cannot back out, and that $100 should be paid to the seller. So make sure you be aware that I can't close on this. I had this for 30 days. You know, where new wholesalers go wrong is they start to make up stuff in their head. What do I mean? The property is worth 300,000. They think they could sell it for 250,000, and the house needs about 40,000 in work, but they like, well, maybe a landlord will buy it. It's still not a good deal. No, maybe I'm gonna just try, and then they just waste the seller's time. All right, a good deal needs to be a good deal. All right, not because you think maybe a landlord will buy it and it's not a good deal. You know, and well, the property is going to be worth more next year. That may be the case, but all your buyers that have cash, they're going to buy it based on what they can do today. All right. This is just seller warranties. Basically, the seller has not received any unpaid bills. Number 11, mediation. Basically, if the seller decides to back out, you will agree to mediation instead of going to court. Number 12, survival of contract. All terms and conditions and warranties not performed at the time of delivery of the deed shall survive. Basically, everything should be within legal accordance of the state or whatever. Number 14, successors and assigns. Basically, in the event of the seller demise, the heirs will agree to honor this contract. And this is like a time I put NA, but sometimes you give them like a day or 2 days before the contract expires before they have to sign. All right, that is the contract. You will all get a copy of that at the end of this call. All right, guys. Now, stay with me because I got more. Now, what we're gonna do is the assignment of contract. This is extremely important to have. All right. This is what we're going to give the cash buyer. So we're going to go up here. Now, oops. You're gonna get a copy that is gonna tell you what to fill out on the assignment. You should get that copy, hopefully. But for my students, they should have this. The people that are interested in the course, you will get the walkthrough in the video, the step by step. John Doe assigns to. All right, who do you assign this to? The buyer's company. So the buyer's company is Big Willie LLC. Now, just to explain to my young people, I'll be 42 next month, and I was born in the late 1900s. And for me being born in the late 1900s, there was a term that we used to call ballers. We used to call them, oh, Big Willie. Oh, you Big Willie, huh? You know what I mean? It's basically what y'all would call a baller today. You know, so, but Big Willie LLC is the name of the cash buyers company. We're assigning him the address right here, 123 Main Street, Charlotte, NC, 12345 zip. All right, contract between John Doe and my company, which was Big Nasser LLC. And guys, this is just an example. Please do not use your name in your LLC. That's not it's not smart. I mean, it's more egotistical unless you want to leave a legacy. And you build houses and people do that after their last name. And the people, the reason being is because people know who own it. People can look up what you own. And we live in a society of people that like to sell. Now, some builders do use their last name. All right. If that's something you want to do, like a legacy play, that's cool. But if you like, yo, I got to run up the bag real fast, this ain't necessarily a legacy play. My other LLCs would be a legacy play. I don't need my name on, this entity. Keep that in mind. All right. This is asking for the date of the contract, which is the original contract was 2/12, all right, 2025. Now, we got the property for 60. We're selling it for 85,000 to Big Willie. All right. Now, a non-refundable earnest deposit of, okay, from the buyer. This is extremely important. Extremely important. Listen up, guys. Please, please, guys, make sure the buyer put up cash. $1,000 minimum or 2,500. We require like 2,500. If the buyer doesn't put up cash, technically he will disappear at closing. Now, if you got a repeat buyer, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like I know some of y'all might bring me a deal, and y'all might be like, "Yo, he good for it." So, and I'm a close on it, but that's not how everybody will do. Okay, so please, guys, please do not always get a deposit from them. So we're gonna get 2,500. 1,000 is cool. All right, if you want to do 1,000. All right, the closing will be on. Let's say today is the 12th. Um, What is 10 business days from the 12? I'm looking at my calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like the 26th. And that's not counting President's Day, which is Monday as a holiday. All right, so 2/26. All right, that's 10 business days to close. That's what I like to give them. Sometimes they don't need that. The closing attorney will be at to be determined. Okay, to be determined. Or if you got it already, you can put it there. Whatever. This contract is non-signable without my written permission. Now, once I give you this, you're gonna have to change this. This is one of my entities. You're gonna have to change it once I get this to you. So please keep that in mind. All right. So And then I want you all to remember this. Assignor, that is you. Assignee is the person receiving. Assignee, that's going to be the cash buyer. That's the person receiving. So when you're closing this, right, on the deed of the property, it's going to be grantor and grantee. Grantor is giving the house. That's the seller. Grantee is the buyer. All right. So whenever you see this EE, that's the person receiving. This assignor, that's the person giving. You're giving this person your contract. You're selling this person your contract. Then you close, y'all walk away with $25,000. All right. Um, so that is that. Let me 1 second. All right, so guys, so far, right? This is the last tip and trick I want you to do. I need you to do this. Hey Jermaine, you gotta stay on to the end. And at the end of the call, I'm gonna drop these contracts. If you're watching my YouTube and Zoom people, if I'm sorry, my YouTube and Facebook people, you could get access to these contracts as well tonight. I'm giving them out tonight. I ain't so you better add the Zoom link. My YouTube people. Um, I don't know if you dropped the Zoom link or whatever. Somebody asked me what attorneys do I use. I'm gonna give you that, but that's a good question. All right, let me show you this. All right. Is North Carolina and attorney state or title state? All right, I know the answer to this, but I need you to do this for your state. All right. North Carolina's an attorney state. What does that mean? That means that we use attorneys to close deals. If you live in Florida, y'all use title companies. South Carolina, y'all use attorneys. If you live in Jersey, North Jersey attorneys, South Jersey title companies. Okay. Um, okay, 1 second. I'm looking for something that has all the states per se, but I want you to find out, what your state is, okay? Um, what do y'all use? Okay. And you could do that by Googling it, right? Just without Google. Now, somebody said, who do I use? I like 24-hour closing. Okay. You can do this. All right. And if they got forms for y'all too. So um they got forms, joint venture agreements, land trusts, etc. The contracts, they look out for the cookout. All right. A lot of this stuff you don't need, but they got forms. All right. So Sperry Law Firm. That's another one I use. Bright Law. Bright Law, I believe, only does North Carolina. They only does North Carolina. Sperry does North and South Carolina. 24-hour closer does North and South Carolina. All right. Hey, we're gonna be putting the links in here. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be sending them. We're gonna be putting the links in here shortly. Okay, guys, we're at the end right now. Before I let you go, right? Is there somebody who attended all 3 days that just want to give me their feedback or what they thought about this little 3-day challenge? Maybe one or two people.
Yeah, let us know in the chat real quick what you thought about this. Have you guys learned anything? This is Michael on the support team. Let us know if you learned anything these past few days. Just drop it in the chat. Let us know. All right, good. I see that feedback. Mr. King said this is the only one I attended. Well, brother, we can catch your replays. Let's go.
Hazel sir, he learned a lot from this one. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you attending. Chris said Major Gems, yes, good informational systems.
Awesome. Simon says
Simon
I've been
said,
here
I've been
since
here
day
since
one.
day one. I appreciate you, Simon. Appreciate you. All right. Dante said good info. Okay. Now, great session. Learned a lot. I appreciate that. All right. So listen, guys, this is the last day. Okay. This is the last day. And being that this is the last day, we have an opportunity for a few people who are interested in getting some more training. Okay. Meaning you will be working with me for the year and probably like the rest of your life. All right. Now, we do not offer this every month. Okay. This is not offered every month. It's only going to be offered today. The last time we offered this was for New Year's, something we never did. If you want lifetime training for wholesaling, all right, this will be specifically around wholesaling. You will get bi-weekly calls with me, Nasser the Guru. Okay. You would also get a course, a 8-week wholesaling course that should have you up and running in 1 to 2 months. Okay. You will get a course. And not only will you get a course, you will get a community. All right. We have a Facebook group, we have an app we use, etc. So if you got questions during the week, all right. Now we are doing this today for one low price. Okay. Just throwing it out there. My 12-month mentorship where I teach you wholesaling rentals, room rentals, and but retiring on real estate and wholesaling land is $10,000. All right. Today you can get in for under $500. That's correct. And yes, we have a payment plan set up. We do have a payment plan set up. It's less than $500. It's focused. It's called our Duru Squad community. All right. My elite is 10K. All right. Just throwing it out there. My elite is 10K. Just being 100% transparent. This is not the elite, but this is my community. If you want to join my community, what we're going to do is we're going to drop the link in the chat if you want to join the community. Again, you're going to get a course. You're going to get all your documents, everything you need. You're going to get your scripts. It's under $500. All right. We do not offer this all the time. We only offer last time we offered this, the first time, which was New Year's, we sold out spots and we are offering it again. Okay. Now, if you come to me and say, hey, bro, next week I want this. Next week I want this, it's not going to be available. But we do have other opportunities for you if that's what you would like, if you would like to join. But this right here specifically will not be available. This lifetime access. This is limited. We don't do this all the time for lifetime access because essentially I'm working for less than for $497 for the rest of my damn life. So this is beneficial to you. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to again, we are taking payment plans. All right. So if you were to come here, it's $497. We opened up 25 spots. We'll see if you'll fill them, but these are students that I have. This person made $17,000. Okay. This person closed 9 deals. This is just from the free information. This student closed 38,000. Hey, just closing my first rental. All right. I appreciate that. This person made $10,000. This person made $17,000. All right. This is doable. Okay. What you're gonna get 8 weeks, the wholesale in 8 weeks. Okay. Um, I'm going to give you my ebook as well, biweekly coaching calls. You'll get my wholesaling calculator that does all the math for you. All right, all the math for you in reference to what to offer. Okay. My wholesaling contracts and my checklist PDF that I currently sell. Okay, my wholesaling checklist PDF. All right. Now, as a bonus, right? This is a bonus for the night. We're gonna give you the virtual wholesaling masterclass, business credits, buying homes with NACA as a bonus tonight. All right. So if you are interested in this, right? If you don't have all the money, you can do Afterpay. You could do Klarna, which is right here. All right. And then they'll pay us and you can pay them monthly if you're interested in it. Okay. If you're interested, please be serious about this. I get real results for real people. But so please be serious if you are wanting to join. The link is durusquad.com lifetime. All right. Now, um, this is, what we had to offer. We gave you a lot of game this week. I hope you take advantage of it. But yes.
Yeah, and so Nas, one thing I'll say is that if this is for those that want to continue on with us, because we don't have all the time in the world, y'all. And sorry, I don't have my camera on, but we don't have all the time in the world to be on here. Like we can't spend every single day. So what we're going to be doing is going deeper and really holding you accountable, right? You all got excited. I've been seeing the chat, like Nas have been like, man, the chat's been burning up. They've been so excited. So what we're going to do is help you keep that feeling going and keep that accountability going. And Nas has been doing this for a long time, y'all. Like he is not letting up. He's gonna keep rocking with it. So you can just kind of jump into the ecosystem and continue getting that coaching. And this is perfect. You may be here if you're already in the community. This is an upgrade, right? If you're already in the community, you can upgrade and just pay this one-time fee, and you don't have to worry about any other fees, and then you're good. You're set for life. And so, Nas, go back real quick. If you could share your screen, I want to show them. If you click Afterpay and Klarna, it'll actually show you all the options there. Yeah, so go back and click one of those buttons, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Boom. And so when you go there, if you select them, you'll be able to see on the screen, select Afterpay. It'll give you like the options of how much you potentially will pay for that. So it breaks it all the way down from 4 months, 6 months, 12 months if you want to. And then Klarna, I think, is something pretty similar as well. So pretty interesting how Nas has made this available for everybody. But again, this is not for everybody. This is only for those who want to take this thing further and, get to that financial freedom, get to that place where you don't have to worry about being in a call center like Nas was, 10 years ago or whenever that was, right? Shout out to Brandon for jumping in and getting lifetime coaching, y'all. Everybody put congrats Brandon in the chat real quick. Everybody put congrats Brandon in the chat. If you're going to be one of the 25, or I should say 24, that take advantage of this, just put in the chat working on it. Put working on it in the chat so we could just salute you for working on it. Brandon's going to be in the room. So excited for you, Brandon. But if you're like, hey, I'm going to save one of these spots, this is crazy. I know the value of this. I see the value of it. Just go ahead and put working on it in the chat so we can salute you. But this is, like Nas said, I do want to say this one more time, Nas, and I'll pass it over to you. This is something that's only going to be available this week. Friday night at midnight, it is closing. All right? Friday night at midnight, it's closing. You're like, Michael, why do you do this? Because this is crazy. We've told Nas he's crazy for doing this. And you will not find anywhere on the internet lifetime coaching in real estate for $497. You guys go online, you see gurus charging $10,000, $20,000. Have you guys ever seen, just put a yes in the chat, have you seen somebody charging like $30,000, $20,000, $10,000 for this? Listen, I see a bunch of yeses, Simon Kelly. $497, y'all. Listen, and you can come in and practically this group is not super big, you all. It's not super big, meaning that you all can jump in, and on these calls there may only be 10 people, 15 people, so you guys can kind of get in and get access to really personalized support, kind of like VIP, what you guys experienced this week, kind of like that all the time. So you can always bring your questions, always bring your deals for Nas to help break those deals down and help you. Jermaine says, I'm working on it. Let's go. So I see, let me see who, I think somebody's working on it right now. Let me see who that is. I want to give a shout out. Mr. and Mrs. Harriet, I think, is getting in. Shout out to you for working on it, getting in. So I do want to just say Friday night at midnight is closing, and we don't know when it'll be back opened. Last time we opened this was about 45, 50 days ago for the first time, but it's going to be closed to the public. So be one of the 25 that get in, y'all. Get lifetime coaching with Nas. But Nas, man, anything you want to add on top of that?
Yes. Guys, listen. We got our first call Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to get in on that joint, man, listen, we got it. We got it here. You can do a payment plan, whatever you want to do. Don't put yourself in the bind. Please don't put yourself in the bind, and be willing to take action. The students who get results are the ones who take action. Yes, you can make a lot of money doing real estate, but you have to be willing to do a lot of work in real estate as well. So please keep that in mind. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say, man. We got a few spots. Guys, if you look at the chat on Zoom, I put the assignment of contract and the purchase and sell agreement in the chat. Please make sure you look at the chat in Zoom, scroll up a little bit, and you should see those links and download those links ASAP. I know y'all was waiting on those, but guys, I think the community will be great for you. It's lifetime access. So what does that mean? When I update the course, you are going to get the updates, okay? So when I update this course, you'll get the updates. When I'm talking to my students and everything, my 10K students, you'll be on those calls, all right? If I do an open house at a property, if you want to come into town, it's totally optional. You're invited because you're in the community. You're in the community, all right? You're invited, all right? So, listen, I think this is a good opportunity. Of course, you might say I'm biased, but hey, I get it. If you want to, change your life, this is a way to go. This is a way to go to change your life. Okay.
Hey,
And this
Nas,
is
real
not
quick. Somebody was asking what days are the calls. If you could, kind of just give them a rundown about how those happen and when.
Wednesday and Saturdays. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Awesome. Yep. So you guys got those Wednesdays and Saturdays. And then, like Nas says, we do have a private group, so you can drop any questions you have at all times and make sure that you get clarity. So everybody in YouTube world that was asking those questions, hope that provides clarity for you all, for sure. Now, listen, you guys can go do this yourself. Obviously, you could take this information and run with it. But again, definitely want to provide you the support you need, and that's why we're building this program out. So is it Danny that just got in? Did I say that right? Let me know in the chat if I said that right. Everybody put congrats D in the chat. Everybody put congrats D in the chat for getting in. All right, we got another person working on it in the chat. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it. I'm looking for what I have this student. He sent me a text. He had a rock star year last. I mean, yeah, rock star for real. And I want to share this with as far as the numbers. Okay. Okay, so all right. So he wanted to sponsor a student. I said, bro, I'm not taking no money from you. This is a serious conversation. I'm just being transparent. I'm not taking the money from you, bro. You my boy. All right. Now, because he bought the course a few years ago, and he's like, yo, man, you changed my life. So I told him not taking your money, but he was like, yeah, I'm not trying to hear all that, bro. LOL, you done changed my life. 2 weeks from now, my year to date going to be $260,000 off the S you taught me. All right. So this was in December. This is December. All right. So he clocking $250,000 a year. The crazy part is this is gonna be the killer part, right? He's doing something a little bit advanced, right? I introduced him to wholesaling, and he took it up a notch. He probably did less than 8 deals. I know this sounds crazy. I know this sounds unbelievable. He's doing less than 8 deals. All right. I told him wholesaling. So what he did, he turned it up a notch, and he goes after land. So make sure the land can be subdivided and then sells it to builders in the area. He did $250,000 last year, less than 8 deals. Less than 8 deals. $250,000. All right. This business of wholesaling can change your life. All right. It will be times when you be having 10K months, 12K. You might do 5K. Then boom, you get a 50K piece. You like, whoa, okay, I love this business. Now let me ask you that. What job could do that for you? I come from a job. My highest paying job was 38K a year. I remember it was times whereas I got a 10-cent raise. And then when you get that raise, right? Now let me tell you this story. I remember one time they maxed me out on the raise. I had a good year at the job one time. I know me. I had a good year at the job one time. They was like, yo, you did good. We're gonna max you out on the raise. I'm like, boom, let's get it, baby. The max out was $1,200. So what happens with that $1,200 they put in a year? What y'all think happened? Taxes ate up. I didn't get to see it. My checks was the same. Come on, bro. And I supposed to do 40 years of that? Man, listen. Yeah, y'all know y'all know what road I chose. So yeah, man, the opportunity um right. Somebody said none I ever seen or no what. The opportunity, yeah, is here. You have to be willing to do the work. He's willing to do the work, and he did it. He attended calls, he asked questions. Asking questions is important. When I was new, I asked questions. I didn't care that I didn't know all y'all, and y'all would judge me if I asked a dumb question. No, guys, this is entrepreneurship. This is not your job. All right. This is not the school system. Whereas I get some people have a personality. You keep asking questions, you probably dumb or whatever the case may be. No. You know what I mean? My father tried to put me up on game when I was in school, but of course I ain't listen to him. What does he know? No, those adult people, they just old. They don't know nothing. And when I got in the self-help book, everything my father was saying, it was in the books. And when I paid somebody, start buying these books, start going to seminars, that's when I started paying attention. All right. So the guru himself had to go through school. I wasn't always a guru. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, I strongly recommend you getting into this opportunity. We shutting this down on Friday. Um, get in. We got the payment plans. This is an opportunity to change your life. All right. It's less than $500. Granted, my elite students, they get everything. They get the whole package and they get extra. All right. They get like 5. But if you want to learn wholesaling, what my man did, all he did was learn wholesaling. Once he learned wholesaling, I bought his first deal. He made like 15K. I bought his first deal. He's a low-key guy. He's not a social media guy. Doesn't like to talk about money because he was like, yo, my family be begging for money. He was like, bro, one time I pulled up in a foreign car. Never again. He's like he got his Corvette custom made. He was like, nah, bro. He said, yo, I'm gonna do an American car because they don't have. He said, even those I know it's a little luxury is dope, they don't have that same um tone as a foreign car in my family. And I don't want my family asking me for money. I don't want that relationship. I just want to go around and be family. So with that being said, man, listen, this is the opportunity, get in, change your life, okay? Um, change your life. All right, so guys, yep, people who pay, my man Mike, he said people who pay attention. People sure value advice when they gotta pay for. Honestly, bro, I did not listen to my father was telling me a lot of stuff that I had to read in self-help book. And I used to put it down like, yo, my father said this. When I was in college, my father told me, like, yo, put down that phone, just sacrifice 3, 4 years for your life. Just that's it, man. Just 3, 4 years of your life. Leave them girls alone. Like, they ain't going nowhere. Um, so yeah, man. And guess what I read in the books years later? Hey, sacrifice 3 to 4 years of your life bettering yourself so that you can live the rest of your life like nobody else can live. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, my father told me this. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had to pay, I had to spend money. I had to spend money to make money. All right. That's because when I was getting information for free, I'm looking at this person like my father. I'm looking at like he was just born, like he was just there, like he's born, like he don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm viewing him, right? And joke was on me. I went out into the world in the first quarter of my life. The world was kicking my butt until 26, where I started reading, and then that's when I started gaining traction in my life. Okay. So we dropped the link. Once again, we're gonna keep this open to Friday. DM me on Instagram if you want to get in, etc. But we got the link is here. Um, I appreciate everybody. This is our last day. Thank you for showing up. My YouTube people, if you need the link, DM me on IG, Real Estate Guru. Facebook, the Facebook group, DM me if you need the link. IG Real Estate Guru. I'll get you the link. Okay. So guys, we got our first call Saturday. I will see you guys Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Let's get it. Curie, you welcome. Cassandra, you welcome. Yo, thank you for showing up. All right. Peace. We out of here.